Oh, I wasn't even supposed to move that, was I? It's okay. I'll move it right back, I promise. All right, I'm Nonye. I was the breadwinner of my marriage before I moved to New York. Everyone here was the breadwinner, right, of their marriage at some point? Yeah. It was good. I married a man, I know, surprising. I married a man that really enjoyed the fact that I was the breadwinner. Yeah, he really liked it. He was breastfed, so he enjoyed suckling on many teats. And I liked it too. When I lived in Boston, I made enough money that we had a sommelier. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And now I'm poor. And things had to adjust once we were in a situation where I was no longer the breadwinner. I learned that I am incapable of making love if I am poor. I can't do it. I don't know how. I don't know how to do it. I just need to make more money and I'm in therapy, it's okay. And so I did a lot of like little things when we moved to New York to try to improve my mood, to try and feel that attraction again, just in any way, right? So I bought some clothes from the very popular Ho clothes distributor, fashionnova.com. Have you heard of it? Yeah. Yeah, okay. A few of you in the front here. And I bought them 2-day shipping because I wanted to be a hoe in a hurry. I did. I needed it right away. But 3 weeks passed and I had not received my clothing yet. I know. I was so upset because I spent the rest of my bank account on these clothes. I really did. I bought about 12 items, which equaled $40. And I was like, where are my clothes? So I wrote them an email, a strong-worded email, and I said, excuse me, Fashion Nova, it's been 3 weeks. Where are my clothes? And they got right back to me. Okay, it was amazing. Service was actually really good on this end. They were like, oh my goodness, excuse me, Miss Brown-West. In 6 to 8 weeks, you will either receive your clothes, a refund, or an AutoZone gift card. At the time, I really needed breaks, so I was like, okay, those are all viable options. So I had to go out in the height of the pandemic and just find work, right? And one job was working background because people were still filming because they did not care about background actors' health at all, right? So I was like, score, okay. So I actually got a really good job working background for a movie that I will not name because I'm about to talk a lot of shit. But I was a background actor in a movie at the height of the pandemic. It was great, okay? And I just really needed money, and it was amazing. I met lots of very insane people on the set. There were about 200 of New Jersey's most insane, and then some people from Brooklyn, and I was the people from Brooklyn. They needed the diversity, right? On this set, I met Joaquin Phoenix. I know. He was very angry, okay? He had a cold and it just wouldn't go away, but he could not stop smoking cigarettes, okay? I offered my opinion on that and I was told not to go near him again, okay? So that was my experience with Joaquin Phoenix. On that set, I also discovered something that I did not know, because I was new to New York, right? I was new to New York at the time. I discovered that rats can climb trees. Did everybody here know that? Yeah, no. I came from Boston, as I said before, where our rats, they were very lazy. They didn't like to do physical activity. They would very often just be by the side of a trash can eating bolognese. So they were not very active rats. I was not used to this, okay? So one day I was leaving set and I saw a rat in a tree. I had had some experience with some New York rats before this, though. I should back up and tell you that. So I drive in the city, and so one night I was at a stoplight, and I saw someone ahead of me let somebody out of their car, and a rat jumped into their car. Already, that was more than the Boston level of rat activity. So I was very concerned. I wanted to maybe like honk, but I was like, I don't know, maybe it's fine. Maybe I don't need to say anything. So I let the person close their door and keep driving. At the next stoplight, this man in front of me ran out of his car. He ran out of his car, he did. And then I saw, chasing after him, was a rat with a machete, okay? So in New York City, you can get carjacked by a rat, okay? So that's the context I had in my head when I was on this movie set, okay? So I'm on the movie set, I'm trying to go home, it was a late night, I didn't want to be there anymore. I'm just walking to my car, and I look up, and I see a rat in a tree, okay? And he was in a little hammock that he had fashioned out of a discarded mask. Please recycle, yeah. So I saw that rat in the tree, and I was like, you know what? We're just two individuals enjoying the night, okay? He's swinging in his hammock, and I'm trying to get home. Then my little rat friend decided to jump down at me. What did I do? I fainted. I did faint. I did faint. I passed right out. I did. When I woke up, though, my little rat friend, he was holding my AutoZone gift card from Fashion Nova. It was impeccable service. Okay, I couldn't believe. I knew they had rats that worked for them. I could just tell. The stitching with fast fashion, it's so small, you know? I knew they had Cinderella rats just in the back, just stitching away. I had the feeling. He was a nice guy. I stayed a bit because I was just so curious. I was like, oh my goodness. Wow, you really care about me. I'm gonna get those breaks that I needed, right? So I walked for a bit, and he walked beside me. Just for a moment, you know, he walked beside me. Then I turned, and I was like, this rat is following me. I was scared. Started to run. I did. I picked up my pace a little bit, right? And, you know, there were other people around me, but they were, you know, there were hundreds of us working background. And again, I said none of them were sane. So they looked at me and they're like, wow, she's not sane either. She's running next to a rat that she's skipping, and the rat is skipping, and it looks like they're frolicking to the parking lot, right? That's what everybody saw. I was terrified. In New Jersey, and no one was helping me, okay? And I was new to this area. I was just very afraid. So I stopped. I have asthma, so I couldn't run for very far. I think I made it about 3 feet. I just looked at the little rat friend. I just stared down at him. And he looked up at me. I was like, he's not attacking. I don't think he has rabies. I think it's okay. He did just hand me a gift card. I should respect him, right? So I just started walking casually to my car, but I had remembered the carjacking. I didn't see any knives. I was like, he seems safe, but I didn't want him in my car, because maybe there was a knife in my car that he would find, right? Right? I was thinking, you know, I had time to think. So I was thinking. Just looked a little rat, just walked casually to my car. Okay. I had parked by the dumpsters. I was like, this is how I'm gonna get rid of him. He's gonna smell the craft services from earlier. He's gonna be entranced by the bolognese that we had earlier, right? And he's gonna walk that way, and I'm gonna walk to my car. Okay, that's right, solid plan. So, get to my car, by the dumpsters, look down at the rat, he's still by my side. I don't immediately open my car because I'm afraid. I remembered the stoplight incident, okay? And a tear starts running down my eyes because, again, I'm terrified of rats. I don't like them. I don't like athletic rats, okay? The Boston fatter rats, very cute, and they don't bother you, right? They just fight cats and things, right? So I was looking down at this athletic rat. He's still by my side. So finally, I'm just so tired that I have to open my car door. And I just slowly walk towards it. The rat gets a little closer to me. And I'm just like, oh God, breathing heavy now, okay, right? Because I just ran 3 feet and I have asthma, right? So I'm just inching towards my car, and the rat inches closer to me. Finally, I break down. I'm just like, I don't understand. I don't understand why you're following me. I just want to get home tonight. So I don't go into my car, and I just like shoo the rat towards the trash can, right? Towards all the trash, the garbage in front of them. Just please, just go eat. Please leave me alone. I don't want you near me, right? They don't understand English, and I'm just besides myself. And I'm like, what do I do? So I just decide I'm just gonna get into my car and hope that the rat does not follow me. So I take off my coat to get into my car, because that's just something I do before I get. I'm very sweaty. I'm a sweaty person. So I take my coat off, and as I remove my coat and move it, I notice that the rat is following my coat. And I was like, oh, this is interesting. What's going on? So I just circle it just to check. I'm like, okay, something's going on with my coat. I must be smelly. The coat must be smelly, right? It's a nice coat, like a little tweed coat, whatever. It's just one of those little like pea coats everybody used to wear, right? It's something like that. So I'm like, do I desert this coat in this parking lot and go home to get rid of this rat? And I'm like, no. Let me figure out what it is in this coat that this rat wants, right? So I start going through the pockets. I find the AutoZone gift card. I put that in my purse, okay? And then I find something very, very interesting, okay? I find some bolognese that I was about to take home, okay? I was poor at the time. We have to remember that. I had a little Tupperware of craft services I had put in my pocket. And that's what the rat was following the whole time. And I was like, oh my God, this is such a well-behaved rat. I took out the bolognese, put it on the ground for the rat. He started eating. I was like, adorable. Jumped into my car to drive away. When I backed up, a little thud. And you guys, I've been Nonye Brown-West. Thank you so much.
Nonye Brown-West, everyone.